Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we have another package and we'll cut to the chase because, well, let's face it, it's YouTube, so you all know what's coming. Yeah, this package actually arrived a few days ago, but it arrived on a very bad day for me. Yes, so, where was I? Yes, the box. Let's waste no time, as I was saying, and unpackage it because you all know what it is, because it's the power of YouTube and thumbnails and that. Yeah, I'm quite excited for this one actually. Pan it down a little bit. This has arrived a lot earlier than expected, and yeah. In fact, I had a bit of an issue with this one because I had to repay for it for some reason. I'm assuming I haven't paid twice. It's really hard to tell with Mattel, but anyway, it took forever, and then suddenly they wanted me to pay them again. So obviously I did. Unexpected payment. I'm assuming I've only paid the once, surely. But yeah, this is the NSX. Quite an expensive one, and this, yeah, quite a few people weren't sure about this, from what I could see on the forums. But I mean, anyone who knows me knows exactly why I had to buy this, and exactly why I'm super excited. So it's quite nice though, actually. I'm getting a bit distracted. It comes in a nice little tub and another box. I will say the packaging though, not ideal. It's a bit tight. As you can probably tell by the way it's all kind of bowed up slightly. Like it's all dented and bowed. This barely actually fits in said box. And this barely fits in the box, and that barely fits in this box. Because even this, it was like struggling to close when it was in there. Like if I put that on its side, it kind of, yeah, it was held solely by the tape. Not perfect. But anyway, let's slide this off to reveal Ryu's 1994 NSX. Very nice. Now, Ryu was obviously a designer for Hot Wheels, and unfortunately he passed away, and they've made some Hot Wheels in his sort of in memory or commemoration of him. I think it's the word, commemoration, which is pretty cool. So it comes in this nice little tub, which is very unique. This is very different to what they normally do. I don't know if it's better than an acrylic case. It's not really your average display acrylic case, is it? And there's a bit on the back which we shall read through. When it comes to conversation starter cars, Rayu NSX is sure to make the list. Acclaimed Hot Wheels designer Ryu Asada built his own version of the iconic 1994 Suzuka Circuit racetrack safety car as his daily driver, and we present our replica to honour his contribution to the brand and hobby. No detail is left behind, complete with working headlights, tail lights, strobing roof lights, full official Suzuka deco, and 5-spoke real rider wheels to round off the authentic execution of this classic piece of automotive heritage. This is one car to display front and centre, just as Ryu would have wanted it. So it's, yeah, a very nice little send off, and we got a picture of him there. So obviously this was mixed review. This was kind of a weird one because a lot of people weren't fully sure on this, I don't think. I think perhaps because of the price point it was very expensive, and it's not your average kind of I'll talk while I'm opening it. It's not your average RLC release, you know, no Spectre Flame paint or anything, but I mean that wasn't really the point. It was meant to be. Oh! It's loose. It's loose in there. Yeah, I don't think that was meant to be a point. I think the point was it's meant to be a replica of his car as a send-off, and yeah, and well, most people will know, or people that know me know why I bought it. I mean, the USB cable is a very good hint to that. This car has, well, I already said has work. Wow, heavy. This car has working lights, and I have tried many a time to get working lights in my own Hot Wheels cars, in some of my customs. So this was 100% something I would have to buy and take a look at. And will I be unscrewing it? Yes, I will. I want to know the workings of this. Really, really do. Right, so first things first, the car feels very weighty. This is probably helped by the fact it has a battery and some circuitry in there. Got a little USB-B port on the bottom there. That's very cool, and there's the little switch. Nice amount of detail for the rear exhaust, bit of detail on the base as well. Loving them 5 spokes, they look so cool. Got the race circuit on the side there, very nice. Got the R on there and Suzuka circuit on the hood there. Headlights are popped up, looking very cool. Got the front grille detailed in, and at the back there we got the rear lights as well. Obviously these don't really, I mean the lights aren't really detailed in because they are proper working things. We got the exhaust there. I'm struggling to get used to going back to a camera with a lens now. Hopefully you can see that there. The number plate says 7LFU 720. Assuming that was the plate on his actual NSX then. That's pretty awesome, I've got to say. Very, very nice. A lot of people didn't like the roof lights and yeah, lack of spectral flame and all that. But this isn't really what the car's meant to be, you know. It was still definitely popular, and of course it did sell out. So, has it got any battery in it? No, it has not. It has not sprung into life. So I will plug it in and give it a little bit of a charge, and I'll be right back. I've plugged it into a really long cable. I just want to marvel at this. Sort of pulsing away, it's charging. At least I assume that's what that's doing, it isn't just a setting. The front lights, yeah, flash away. That's so cool. That's really cool. Oh man, I wish I could make Hot Wheels do this. I've got to learn how to do it. I've got to devise a way of doing this. I have to learn how to make circuit boards when I reverse engineer what's in here. Oh, and let's look at how amazingly short this cable is. It's like the length of like my hand and a bit. Wow. But then again, it hasn't got to be a long cable. I mean, it's fair enough they've actually included one with the car in case you haven't got a Type B. I'm surprised it had nothing really extra holding this in though, to be honest. Cardboard's a little bit dented up there as well. It's got a little bit of paperwork in here. Probably just telling us do not eat the battery, do not puncture the battery. But it might have an idea because it must have settings. The vehicle is powered by a permanently installed 3.7 volt LiPo battery. LiPo? Ooh. I assumed it would be lithium ion. Not a LiPo. LiPo can be quite volatile. So I wonder what that would get like if it gets discharged too much. Yeah, very cool. Must be fully charged with the included USB before use. So I wonder if the lights stay on or indicate that it's fully charged. Car lights. Press the rear spoiler is a button. Ooh, I'm hoping you can read this. Let me zoom in. Press the rear spoiler once to turn on the head and tail lights. When the head and tail lights are on, press the rear spoiler again to turn on the flashing roof lights. Oh, you can actually interchange them, wow. When all the lights are on, press the rear spoiler to turn the flashing roof lights off. Press the rear spoiler again to turn all lights off. Oh, so the spoiler control. Note the car goes to sleep after 1 minute of no activity. Oh, that's quite neat. A lot of it is just, yeah, large charge. The headlights will be off when the battery is fully charged. Nice, so it tells you that. When the headlights are flashing, the battery is low. Rechargeable battery safety information. Meh. Nothing. That's actually very cool. I didn't know it had a button on the spoiler. That's absolutely awesome. That's very cool. I'm not one for waiting, so let's see if we can turn it on already. I assume it's off. Yeah, look. Try and show you that. Button. So maybe it's not on. Maybe it needs more charge. Oh no, it's kind of fuck. Definitely needs more charge. I will leave it for a little while then. Or do we take it apart? No. See it working. then take it apart. I hope this doesn't fly into 1,000 pieces. Right, so I've given it a little bit of a charge, and oh, that is so cool. I'm hoping it's got enough charge to record for a little bit. Oh, look at that. Man, I wish I could do customs like this. It's just you've got to find ones with the lenses. I don't know how small the LEDs are or how they work. I wonder if they're just all on a circuit board. I'm not sure. Look at that. And then we push the spoiler again. I love the fact that's a button. That is so cool. Don't even look like one. You can sort of see it, I guess, but... And then you get little flashes, and they, like, strobe independently. That is actually really cool. That is so awesome. Mattel, do more of this. I love this. I'd happily pay a bit more for this. I mean, it wasn't that much more, all considering. It's got all this gear in it, and a battery, and a rechargeable, and it's rechargeable and all that. I'd love to see a proper RLC, you know, Spectraflame paint car with some lights, maybe some beacons, maybe an off-road type car with some beacons and floodlights. We don't need flashes on everything. I'm not going to lie, I'm not overly keen on the flashes. I think I prefer it with just the lights on. But it's a safety car. It is what it is. It is so cool. Let's turn the lights off. Let's go for it. I don't know how much the camera will pick up now, but I guess it's swamping it out a little bit. I'll try and get ISO down a bit, maybe. About there. That's about what I'm seeing. That looks so awesome. Rear lights there, and then the little front pop-ups. They're actually reasonably bright, to be fair. I'll put the ISO at what it kind of looks like in person. Something like that. So they're reasonably bright. I wonder what it'd do on auto. Probably light up the half the desk, to be honest. That's what auto does. That's so cool, look at it. It's got lights. Oh man, I would have loved this as a kid. Oh, that is so awesome. And yeah, it's got the flashes as well, so I'll drop the ISO a bit. Oh no! Has it been a minute? Wow, it's already been a minute of me gawping at the car. I'll drop the ISO to there, and obviously flash warning. Yeah! Oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. Let's put it over there. It might even make the glitter on the wall shine up. Look how cool that is. Auto ISO. So, whoa! Swamping out. Well, you can sort of see the glitter in the background. That is so cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, that's definitely brightened my mood a bit. I definitely needed that. That's really cool. Man, that's so awesome. So let's not break it taking it to bits, eh? Light coming back. Oh, swamped everything out, blinded everyone. Bloody hell, that's bright now. That's so awesome. Right, so to take this apart, it has got a rather annoying tamper-proof screw. So I've had to dig out this toolbox thing. Well, I won't be using that screwdriver, that seems a bit overkill. So I've got this screwdriver here which I can put the bit into. That looks about right, a weird looking triangular bit. And we'll just carefully, because it's not perfect, this screwdriver for this bit's not perfect, I won't lie. So you've got to sort of keep the pressure down. Desk's getting very busy already. How's this? Oh dear, it's going to come out like that. The wheel's going to be part of it. Metal base, that's nice. They haven't skimped on the base. The wheels don't seem to, I don't actually know what's holding the back in. Because they've actually got an interior in this as well, which is very impressive. The wheels don't seem to be fully fixed to the base. I don't know what's holding the back in. think I can see a tab in the back. I just don't know whether this, perhaps this button here has to come out. I don't know. There's me saying we'll take it apart, but it's already not wanting to sit down all the time. I'm honestly a little bit reluctant because I don't really want to damage this or ruin it, and I don't really fully know how many bits it's going to be. I don't know what's holding the back, that's the problem. Oh, that's going to be very disappointing, isn't it? I feel like I'm a bit in my head because I just thought it would just come apart like a Hot Wheels. I don't know whether it's the USB getting in the way, because obviously it only wants to pop down at the front. This feels wrong opening this, as you can tell I'm a little bit shaky. That little circuit board in there has two very tiny surface mount LEDs on. You can see it, the brown stuff, and it has like a little channel which takes the light to the front lights, which is a shame because I really wanted to see the full inner workings of this car, but I hope you would understand, I'm sure most of you will that own it. Maybe I should have bought two in case I broke one, but again, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it must have, it might even be a friction fit or it clicks in, I'm not sure, but I've tried prying it up and pulling it out the way as I'm prying it up. It just doesn't want to go. You don't understand, I really want to fully know the workings of this and have a look at the little circuit board. It looks like it might have a few. They've obviously got to have the battery, the charging and protection circuitry for said battery, the port, two sets of lights, probably a bit of running gear for said lights, because obviously the voltage of the white and red are slightly different forward voltages. I mean, it's obviously got some sort of circuitry that controls the lights because they flash, and obviously the controller for the top lights as well. So there must be just suddenly realised how on earth they've done the top lights without you being able to see. They've obviously heavily tinted it for a reason. That's impressive. I know things can get really small now, but there's obviously a little board at the top there. I don't know if you better see it on the camera, but I can't for the life of me see how they got a wire up there unless they've made a track in the pillars or something. That's really impressive, I've got to say. That is very, very impressive indeed. You might be able to see that tiny little lithium cell in there now. It's that kind of, it's got that bit of black foam on it in there. I have no idea. There's a little circuit board which has the USB on at the very back and the switch, but I have no idea. I don't want to pry it any more than that. I'm going to break something. Yeah, it's a shame. It seems like it should come out and pop off, but there's something holding it in here, whether it's clicked in. I feel like it's just slotted into something with a couple of like grippers or something that click it in. I mean, you're not meant to be opening it, I don't think. Ugh. So that sounded like something clicked in place, didn't it? Well, that's a bit disappointing. Not the car, but my lack of knowledge as to how to get it apart. I'm not risking it. I've devalued it now, I've damaged it, I've had it apart and damaged the screw. It's got little marks on it. Still works at least. Now that is super cool. It's just a shame. I really want to know how they've done that. There's a lot to this. Whether you could 3D print little reflector parts, I don't know. I'm definitely going to go back to light up Hot Wheels. I think the biggest issue is just, as I say, cramming batteries in them and getting enough room to still put the interior in so it looks decent. There we have it, Ryu's Honda NSX. Well, I'm very sorry to any Hot Wheels purists. I'm also sorry for making too much loudness, making too much noise behind the mic there. Sorry to any purists. Hated to see me ruin that screw on that car and pry it apart, and I'm sorry for anyone who was genuinely curious like I was to get inside. I still really want to know what's going on in that car, but I guess Mattel wants to hide that secret because they've made it pretty well secure. But I suppose they've got to, really, because there's no screw on the back there and you're always pushing on the back to turn the lights on and off. So, you know, all in all, that is absolutely cracking. Let's get the lights all going. That is flipping awesome. But yeah, let me know down below what you think of this car. I hope you've enjoyed unboxing it of me, and hopefully you made it through the cringe of me trying to open it. I do apologise, but yeah, I love it. It's so cool. I hope Mattel do more light up cars like this, especially, well, just any light up cars. It's just awesome. I love it so much. It's just perfect. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I do wish you all the best. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you again in the next video.